Hi, this is Danny Doyle, and welcome to Paper Mario The Thousand Year Door Level 1 Run. I previously did a Level 1 run of Paper Mario 64, and I streamed that, but I have decided to make the Level 1 run of T2ID a recorded series. There's a couple of reasons for that. Level 1 T2ID is much harder, and so it'll probably take me longer to do, and so working on it and having a backlog of it makes it so that I can have it ahead of time, rather than like having to rely on doing it all on stream, and maybe we have like multiple streams of a really hard boss I'm stuck on. The second is that the stream format is a lot harder to watch in like non-live for a game like T2ID, where there is a lot of filler. There's a lot of backtracking. The game is rightly criticized for it pretty frequently, and I don't want someone to have to, who's only interested in seeing the fights, that's embarrassing, to have to watch through all of that filler. So, what I have decided to do is make it into a video series that just features the mandatory fights, and any optional fights that I do along the way as well. I won't be doing many optional fights, just because they usually don't have rewards that are worthwhile. But if, for example, I want to get the strange sack, I have to do the pit down to floor 50. If I want to get like a specific badge that's guarded by a boss, I'll have to do that. So I will be showing all of the fights that I do, but I will be running away from any fight that doesn't actually net me a reward. Because as you might have seen, I don't gain star points. This is a true level 1 run. So what that means is my HP, FP, and BP will never increase beyond their base values of 10, 5, and 3. Additionally, because the stage you're on is determined by the level you're at, I will never go beyond the Rising Star stage. This has a couple of effects. The first is that I'll gain star power back slower, because I have a slower max audience size. And the second is that there's fewer wild effects that can happen. For example, fog gets added at later levels. It'll never get foggy. This is mostly advantageous because the less randomness there is, the more I'm able to plan out and strategize these fights and not have to be like, oh, but if it gets foggy, something goes wrong, right? But it can be disadvantageous as well, because like the fog could benefit me theoretically, or various things like, you know, a thing falls down from the ceiling and hits the enemy, it benefits me. I think that the absence of these things is mostly advantageous. However, being stuck on the lowest stage is overall a disadvantage because I will be getting less special star power recovery. I am allowing myself to level up partners. I know that many level 0 runs, which is a different category, don't do that. I am allowing that. So I'm also allowing myself to use the badge points I have. Level 0 bans badges. I'm doing level 1. Like, I just have 3 BP. Last but not least, I am banning Superguards. The reason I'm banning Superguards is, in addition to not being great at them, as you might have seen from me failing a regular guard in the tutorial fight, I just don't find it interesting to Superguard everything. The point of a level 1 run for me in an RPG, and this is for me, I know that other people have other reasons that they enjoy it, and those are perfectly valid. For me, the point is coming up with strategies that work despite my limited resources. If the strategy is Superguard every attack and never take damage, that's not an interesting strategy to me, and thus I'm more interested in strategies that require you to make use of your limited resources. As a result, I am allowing items. Yes, all items. There are some broken-ass items in this game, stuff like Trial Stew, Repel Gel, Life Shrooms. I am allowing all of them. I also have infinite money. This is mostly just a time saver for me. There are ways to make money completely risk-free as early as Chapter 1. You just run items back and forth between stores, and you can sell them at a profit. There's a trouble that tells you how to do that as well, so it's like an intended part of the game, too. It's not an exploit. As a result, as a result of that, I don't feel guilty giving myself infinite money. The last thing that I did with cheats is, you might have seen this in the Crump fight, but HP bars are on. There are 2 reasons for this as well. The first is for audience, convenience, right? You can see what the health bars are. It makes a better viewing experience, in my opinion. The second is that all of the health bar information is actually publicly available. So if I wanted to know how much HP any given enemy had in a fight, I could very easily look it up and then write down on a notepad every time I deal damage to it and track that way. This eliminates that and makes for a better viewing experience because you won't have all the constant pauses in the middle of battle. The reason that I saved is, with the infinite money glitch, I'm actually not sure what happens when this guy steals half your money. I want to see if it soft locks, and I think it'd be funny if it did. But that's the explanations for the beneficial cheats I have, being the infinite money and the, I guess infinite peekaboo is what you would call it. It doesn't soft lock, that's disappointing. Other than that, this playthrough is... Oh, oops, that's the wrong house. Mostly just going to show battles, which will most be the mandatory battles because I don't gain experience from non-mandatory battles. But, like, optional battles that I go down, I will also show as well. Any battle that I engage in that isn't immediately met with me running away, I will show. But I will, other than right now where I'm, like, explaining the rules of the run, cut out all of the faff in between. And as a result, the next mandatory run is the next mandatory fight is the fight against the 3 Goombas in the sewer. So I will meet y'all there. Ta-ta. So, immediately upon going into the sewer, we are confronted by 3 Goombas. Regular Goomba, a Para Goomba, and a Spiny Goomba. This is meant to teach us about the various, like, fighting forms. This is a very easy fight, though. So, after I spam through all of this dialogue that's explaining that Spiny Goombas have spikes, Flying Goombas are flying, etc., etc. Yes, yes, yes. We know how to switch the order as well. So, I'm going to have Goombella kill this Goomba with Headbunk. And then I'm going to hammer to kill the, not jump, hammer to kill the Spiky Goomba. A little bit of stylish right there for no benefit. And, head bonk this guy, and then he's dead. I guess I should do... Should I do unit reviews? I guess I should do unit reviews. I'll do unit reviews. I have Mario, and I have Goombella. I normally do the unit reviews. For anyone who doesn't watch my Fire Emblem content, I normally do unit reviews on most of my Fire Emblem playthroughs. So this will be that. This will be that, but for Mario and Goombella. So we'll start with Mario. Mario is probably the strongest member of your party, but it's less extreme than it is in 64. Mario has access to both jump and hammer at base, and then when you can equip badges, he'll get various other attacks by badges. Most notably, Power Bounce is a very early badge that he gets. But in addition to that, just like a bunch of flexibility, there's a ton of different moves that he can use, offensive moves. Jump being a multi-hit attack, and Power Bounce in particular being a multi-hit attack that has many, many, many hits, means that it benefits overwhelmingly from offensive boosts. Things like Jumpman will have extra effect because if you increase the power of your jump, then that power increase affects each jump. So even just the base jump where you hit twice, if you get +1 attack, that is +2, as opposed to if you get +1 attack on the hammer, that's only +1, because you only hit with the hammer once. Hammer really is only really useful for defensive enemies. The other big thing about Mario is he's the only character who can use the special attacks, and the special attacks are very powerful. They consume special energy, which you get by doing stylish moves and doing action commands correctly and doing things that the crowd generally likes. We'll be getting, like, action, special energy, whatever it's called. I forget what it's called. I want to call it star energy, but it's not. That's in 64. But we'll be getting that a lot slower than normally, just because of the smaller stage size. But it will still be very beneficial. Things like Art Attack, Quake, Sweet Treat to deal... Art Attack and Quake deal a lot of damage. Sweet Treat is to recover a bunch of stuff. The special moves are very, very powerful, and considering my limited options in terms of only 3 BP, it makes it so that using those attacks is often going to be something that I rely on if I have some other badges that just don't give me the power that I need. Normally, in a normal run, you invest in a lot of BP and you can combine a lot of badges with each other, so you give Mario a bunch of power boosts, allow him to do Power Bounce, and capitalize on that a bunch of times. But I think instead his main utility here will be... I mean, the Power Bounce will still be happening, right? But a big utility will be those special moves as well. I'll probably lean on those more than I do in the standard playthrough. Goombella, First party member you get, arguably best in the game. She's secretly a dancer. She starts with head bonk and tackle. Head bonk is just the basic attack. It is like jump though, so any power boost that she gets will be doubled functionally because she does hit twice. So that's good because one of the earlier badges you get is a peril partner badge that boosts their attack by a lot, Mega Rush P, when they're at 1 HP. So putting Goomba at 1 HP lets her take advantage of that functionally twice. And then Tattle. Tattle is mostly a worthless move because it just shows HP bars, which, as I went over when talking about the Peekaboo stuff, it's known information. It's a convenient information for like a casual playthrough. I definitely think that's a good part of her utility. If you're like playing casually, you haven't played before, and you want to see what people's HP bars are, that's good. The thing about Tackle is it can burn turns, which is sometimes something you need if you want to take damage in a fight and don't want to deal damage to them for whatever reason, either because of like phase changes or because it would kill someone and you need to take an exact amount of damage to set up certain things. Or you can use Tattle to build star power or special power. I forget. You can use it to build special meter, right? If you pull off her stylish. And for some reason, it seems to build more than a lot of other moves. And the stylish is almost impossible to mess up. You basically just mash A. So those are at base quite useful. She later gets multi-bonk, which is just power bounce, which is Mario's best offensive move, and she can do it. She can do the same thing in terms of benefiting from all of those offensive boosts. I guess I didn't talk about power bounce, multi-bonk. Basically, you keep bouncing over and over until either you fail an action command or you get capped by a random cap. Usually, you get capped by a random cap. But you can attack 5, 6, 7 times, and take advantage of the power boosts that many times. The big money is Rally Wink, however, as that gives Mario an extra turn. So she's a dancer in that regard. And I talked about how powerful Mario is. Giving him 2 turns is very, very strong. Okay, in addition to showing off fights that I do, I want to show off resources that I get. And the first resource that I'm getting is Pretty Lucky. Not a very good badge. It is just chance-based, and much like in Fire Emblem, dodge tanking is not a great strategy. But we have nothing else right now, so I'll equip it. Might as well. Okay, so, for plot reasons, we were just given the Sweet Treat ability. And we are about to also be given Power Smash. Which is unfortunate because Power Jump is the first badge that you are... Oh, wait, no! I hit A for the tutorial. I know how to equip badges, old man. So, I already have one equipped, you fucking moron. The first badge that you get in, Paper Mario 64 is Power Jump, which is much more useful than Power Smash. Because jumping is better than Hammer. Although Power Jump is also, like... It kind of turns your jump into a hammer. I still think that it's more useful than Power Smash. Power Smash just makes your hammer even more hammerful. Charlton's not here yet, is he? No. Okay, so those are the only 2 resources. We got a new star power and we got a new badge. We are going to head down into the sewers. I might go shopping before then. Yeah, I think I'm going to shopping before then, and then we're heading down to the sewers. Okay, I got a star piece. I'm not going to show off when I get every star piece, but I did want to say that I'm not going to show off all of them when I get the first one. You might think that I want to fight Dude Man over here early. I actually kind of want to wait, mostly just because I'll have access to better badges and stuff. Like, just because I'm not leveling up doesn't mean I'm not progressing. Anyway, see you at the blooper fight. Alright, it's time for the boss of the prologue. Blooper's quite easy, but that's to be expected. Prologue in Chapter 1 won't be that different from vanilla. Chapter 1 might be slightly harder, because you'd get a few more badge points by that time. But Prologue in particular, it's just vanilla. I guess the only difference is you don't care about getting star points, and so as a result, you don't care about, at all. You don't care at all about, going into optional fights, so you just run away from everyone. But yeah. I'll go ahead and... Wait, where's Power Smash? Don't I have it equipped? Oh, I don't have Power Smash equipped. I thought they forced you to equip it in the stupid tutorial. Oh well. Doesn't super matter much. We can still kill him pretty easily without it. Power Smash would have just sped things up, but we'll have to take another cycle. Cause he's gonna get up now. Or actually, no, we don't even need to take another cycle because then we kill with Mario's jump, right? Yeah. That's Blooper. And that's the prologue. That's every mandatory fight in the prologue. Easy, right? We also gather all the resources we care about. Mostly. Mostly. We do have to leave the prologue, but then we're going to come right back to Rougeport because there is one more resource that I want. So, see you when we get it. Okay, so I was misremembering. I thought Charlatan is available after you entered Chapter 1, but it turns out you have to clear Chapter 1 for him to spawn. That's fine. We don't need Jumpman and Hammerman for Chapter 1. Like, Chapter 1's pretty easy. Since I'm here anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and clean out House of Mouse. Is there an unsimplifier? No, there's only simplifier. Okay. Well, that's stupid. I'm gonna grab everything they have, because I might as well. Most of them are probably not going to see any use. I'll even grab the simplifier, even though, why would I ever equip that? But yeah, I figured I might as well since I'm here. And then we'll do the Charlatan thing afterwards. We'll do the Charlatan thing after Chapter 1. I thought he spawned just from entering. I guess I don't go back for it, so I didn't remember. But yeah, that's that. Okay, well, thank you all for tuning in. We will start Chapter 1 next time. Not sure how far we'll get in it. Bye. Subscribe for more if you're interested. Bye.